Hello and good afternoon to everyone. We are from Group 12 SYM. Today we're going to be talking about ex-directors of Silverbird sentenced to 1 day of jail and 500,000 fine for furnishing false statements. This is our group. So there is me, Ahmed Hanin. My metric number is 209679.
My name is Zhang Zhiqian, match number is 2097777.
My name is Nazrul Binti Jai, 197229.
My name is Karen Notake. Matching number is ES03870.
In Danish Lukman 212349.
So this is our table of content and we will be going through today. Okay, to begin, to summarize the case, the former directors of Silverbird Group, Berhad, was sentenced to 1 day of jail and fined 500,000 ringgit for producing false statements. They were found guilty of providing false information about the company's financial statements. The penalty imposed on them by the court was to prevent other companies from doing this and copying their offense. The issue appears to concentrate around the serious offense by giving false or misleading information in official statements. By doing so, the directors undermine the stakeholders' confidence and perhaps influence public presumption of the company's financial conditions. It is worth noting that delivering accurate and dependable financial accounts is critical for sustaining company transparency and trust. Investors, creditors, and other stakeholders may make decisions based on incorrect data, which can have serious implications, such as them losing money or making wrong decisions. This case underlines the significance of following ethical standards and meeting legal requirements in financial reporting. I'll pass off to my group mate.
Okay, next part, I'm going to explain the breach of duty. In this case, the breach of duty is the act of knowingly allowing false statements to be furnished to some malicious securities BHD. In this company, the former two directors, Dachu Jackson Tan Han Hook and Tarek Shin Sing Chung, they pleaded guilty to charges of furnishing false statements that the company had 1.3 billion ringgit in cash and bank balance. But in fact, the company only had 302,278 ringgit. And those two false statements were contained in Silverbird Group BHD's unaudited quarter financial results for the financial period ended October 31, 2010, and also in October 31, 2011. This action is in violation of Section 369B of the Capital Markets and Services Act 2007. Okay, next, please.
Okay, so just now my teammate have just explained about why in this case is the breach of duty. So in my part, I will explain breach of duty occurs when a duty of care exists and not followed. If the defendant did not act with care, the jury might find that the defendant breached the duty. So in this case, the breach of duty exists because of the former Silverbird Group Berhad subjected false statement. The statement should be presented faithfully. So yes. Next.
Okay, I'll explain regarding the sanction of the case against Silverbird Group, Jackson Tanhak Cook, who is the founder and former group managing director, and Derek Chin Siu Chon, who is the former group executive director, were found guilty of submitting false statements in Silverbird's unaudited quarterly financial reports to Bursa Malaysia Securities PhD. Tang faced 7 charges, while Chin faced 8 charges related to false reporting, and both individuals pleaded guilty to 1 charge each and were sentenced to 1 day in prison, a fine of 500,000 ringgit, or default sentence of 50 months in prison. This company also produced high five sliced bread and silverbird cakes, but this company was involved financial misconduct, which revealed debt hole initially amounting to 112 million ringgit and later revised to 297 million ringgit. And in 2014, the company was delisted from Bursa Malaysia. And in June 2016, its operations were ordered to cease following a court order. And this verdict has garnered attention as part of Malaysia's capital market and regulatory authorities' commitment to emphasizing the accuracy and transparency of corporate financial reporting. Okay, next.
All right, everyone. Assalamualaikum. I will continue with the suggestion. To avoid being charged. So under this case, the offense was under Section 369 BB of the Capital Market and Service Act 2007. We have summarized the suggestion, which is the first one is the importance to ensure that any statement made in relation to securities are accurate, complete, and not misleading, but whereby ensuring that all relevant information is disclosed in a timely manner and that any opinion or projection are based on reasonable assumption and are properly disclosed as such. Secondly, is effective internal control and compliance processes are in place to ensure that any statement made in relation to securities are properly vetted and reviewed, whereby ensuring that all employees involved in the preparation and release of such statement are properly trained and understand the importance of accurate disclosure. Next slide, please. Now I'm going to explain the lesson we can learn from the case Silverbird Group Berhad. The first one is ethical responsibility. Directors and executives have a moral and legal duty to provide accurate and truthful information in the financial statement. In the case of Silverbird Group Berhad, by deliberately furnishing false statements, they not only breached this ethical responsibility, but also violated the trust placed in them by stakeholders such as shareholders, employees, and the general public. Next is the legal consequences. Furnishing false statement can have severe repercussion, whereby in the case the director's sentence include a jail term and a substantial fine. So this highlights the seriousness of manipulating financial information and the legal framework in place to ensure accountability and protect the interests of stakeholders. Last but not least is the transparency and trust. Accurate financial reporting is essential for maintaining transparency and trust in the corporate sector. So when companies fail to uphold transparency and provide misleading financial information, it erodes trust in the corporate sector as a whole and can have significant repercussions for the company reputation, relationship with investors, and overall stability. Next slide, please. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can you go back? I see the word jury. Where does that word come from? Jury. Why do we have a jury? Why we have jury here? This case goes to which court? What level of court? I mean all of you, not Nazur only. All of you, group members. I'm asking you a question. Why do we have jury? Do we have jury in Malaysia? Jury system?
No, ma'am.
Yes, my dear. We don't
No.
have jury in Malaysia. What court actually give judgment for this case?
Finance court.
Finance court, we don't have finance court. Which level of court? Session court, high court, federal court?
I believe session court, ma'am.
Ah, it's a session court, all right. And we don't have jury, okay? You did give good presentation. Thank you very much. Good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Doctor.